This program is sponsored by Cynthia McIntosh.
My name is Cynthia McIntosh, and I welcome you to Nuggets of Truth broadcast, called to share the voice of the Lord with you through teaching from the Old and New Testament of the Bible. Today, dear hearts, I want to share a biblical story of how a man of God brought God's goodness into the earth. Yes, God's goodness. His goodness filled with His love, His acceptance, His comfort, His peace, His joy. This goodness of God brought a radical change into this man's life, in the life of his people. This revolution of change came through one of the most powerful weapons of war. And this weapon, dear hearts, was his voice. His voice of prayer unto the Lord for freedom. This man was chosen to be the voice to God that affected his entire nation. The good news is that the same is happening today. God yet desires to bring His goodness into the earth, into your life, and into people you love, to your nation, to your job, to your community through your voice of prayer. Dear hearts, your voice of prayer invites the Lord to be a part of the movement of His love into your life and those around you. Yes, your voice that dares to speak to God in the privacy of your home and your hearts. Yes, as you talk to Him about ungodly circumstances that keep you in bondage to sin and Satan's attack on your well-being. Please remember that your voice is one of the components to overcoming satanic-based attacks on your life. Yes, satanic-based attacks on your life. Your voice is needed because Satan desires for full control of this earth and its inhabitants. Satan wants territorial control of the earth. The hearts, you and I are a threat to Satan's desire to reach his goal. Satan wants this earth and its inhabitants under his rulership. But we have an answer to his attack. And that is attack by our voice unto the Lord. A voice for God to stop the territorial control of Satan on this earth. Dear hearts, as you and I work on our plans and work to protect our well-being in earth in eternity, we must add the power of our voice unto God so the battle in the heavenlies can start. Let me say that again. We must add the power of our voice unto God so the battle in the heavenlies can start. Earthly victory through God starts with battles in the heavenly realm. Our battles start in the heavenly realm with the help of God's angels. Please know that at the moment your prayer is uttered, angelic hosts move throughout the atmospheres on behalf of your prayers. It roots up and tears down entrenched deep strongholds that have wreaked havoc in your lives and in the lives around you. Dear hearts, there are heavenly battles for earthly victories. There are heavenly battles for earthly victories in God. Now, I must define the type of prayer for the best results in your life. Oh, yes. I'm talking about prayer, our voice of prayers that go beyond your list of desires. I'm talking about prayers that elevate you into the desires of God above your life, for your life. And I will be the first to tell you that this is not the most comfortable approach to prayer for our flesh, but it is the best approach to long-lasting earthly and eternal rewards. God desires for your life will bring you lasting earthly and eternal rewards. Now I want to take us deeper into these thoughts through the story of Daniel. In Daniel chapter 10, and I just want to read the 12th through the 14th verse. And it starts with Daniel, the Lord talking to Daniel through an angel. Verse 12 says this, and he said to me, the angel, do not fear, Daniel. For from the first day that you set your heart to understand and to humble yourself before your God, your words were heard, and I have come because of your words. But the prince of the kingdom of Persia withstood me 21 days. And behold, Michael, one of the chief princes, came to help me, for I had been left alone there with the kings of Persia. Now I have come to make you understand what will happen to your people in the latter days. For the vision refers to many days yet to come. The hearts in this text, there are three beings in this battle under God's umbrella of love. First of all, it's Daniel, the prophet of God. He had been taken into bondage to Babylon, to a city of Persia, along with his entire nation. He was trained with others for service to the Persian king. And please note that Daniel was not a countryside prophet. He is thought to be of royal blood. He was in a high place, spiritually and naturally. He was called to be a statesman in the midst of earthly rulership. But he had a heart yielded to God in prayer. Oh, we pray for that today. Yeah, Daniel refused to become comfortable with a life in bondage. In their hearts, despite the devastation of his homeland and the involuntary relocation of himself and many others into bondage, he still felt that there was a way out. He knew it had to be God's way, though. He didn't tell God how to do it. He asked God for his way. And through his asking, he was able to find written information from writings of Jeremiah that they were only to be in bondage for an appointed time. He asked God for the answer. When is it going to happen? When is this deliverance planned? And so God sent him help. And it started this way, starting first through the heavenly realms. God sent an unnamed angel to give Daniel his answer because of his voice of prayer. This portion of the story sends us, dear hearts, a powerful note of knowledge from God that there are two realms of conflict in the midst, the natural and the spiritual. The darkness against the light. Dear hearts, there must first be victory in the spiritual realm before there is victory in the natural realm. And so, therefore, the angel that God sent to give Daniel an answer had to fight the spiritual territory sent by Satan over that nation. Oh, yes. It was called the Prince of the Kingdom of Persia. Satan's invisible angelic ruler over the kingdom of Persia. He was set there to influence the hearts of those people. So, to give God victory in the natural realm, he had to send an angel to fight that demonic spirit in the spiritual realm. And God's angel fought Satan's angel for 21 days. But here's the good news. He was only able to overcome this demon after God sent Michael, God's archangel, to help him win the battle, to get the word to Daniel. And so this is what he said to Daniel when he got to the earth. Do not fear, Daniel, from the first day that you set your heart to understand and to humble yourself before your God. Your words were heard, and I have come because of your words. But the prince of the kingdom of Persia withstood me 21 days. And behold, Michael, one of the chief princes, came to help me. For I had been left alone there with the kings of Persia. And now I have come to make you understand what will happen to your people in the latter days. For the revision refers to many days yet to come. The hearts, you see in this text that because of his voice of prayer, God started a journey of his word from heaven down to earth. And I share this word today to let you know that God has a word for you as well. He wants you to use your voice to talk to him about every situation in your life that's causing havoc. I want to end with these thoughts, dear hearts, that prayer, yes, prayer gives heaven permission to invade the earth. Prayer gives heaven permission to invade the earth. Your voice gives heaven permission to invade the earth. If you prevail in prayer, in the spirit, you will prevail in the natural realm. Your voice unto the Lord is your weapon of victory. You must arise and take your place so that through you, God can restore order, peace, righteousness, morality, ethics, health, healing. Let me say that again. You must arise and take your place so that through you, God can restore order, peace, righteousness, morality, ethics, health, and healing. Your voice counts. He's waiting on you. I share this today to encourage you to keep on doing what you're doing. Keep on talking to God. Keep on waiting on God. For dear hearts, Daniel had to wait on God. He went through many things as he waited for his answer to become tangible. But I want you to know God got the children of Israel out of bondage. They're home now. But it started through a voice of a man who cared for his people and cared for their future. I know you love your people. You love your family. You love your community. But don't become discouraged when it takes time for God to do what he's told you he's going to do. Sometimes you die before it becomes visible. But know this, that in time, your prayer will not in vain. But beloveds, I've got to go. God bless you, and I hope to share again with you on next week.
This program was sponsored by Cynthia McIntosh. To hear this program again and others, go to FamilyValuesRadio1010.com and click on the podcast page and find this program and many others right there on FamilyValuesRadio1010.com.